Alright, y'all. JK here. For those who don't know, J Justice K Club. Starting this whole video diary shit. I don't know. Supposed to be keeping tabs on what I do every day. So right now, today is Wednesday, November 20th, 2013. Waiting on my lights to get turned on. It's hard for a thug in these streets. Nah, I'm playing. Nah, it's technical difficulties. I don't always pay my bills. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I can't. That way it is. Fine. Find me an artist out there right now. Lil Wayne, Birdman, somebody who ain't paid a bill that'll admit that they don't pay their bills because sometimes they can't. They might refer to it as sometimes they couldn't, but they ain't never told that shit in the song. They always got money. But in any case, not much going on in the music world. I got big ideas for songs. Not very many ways that I can project those ideas out into the world. And trying to work with new artists, expose their talents through my music as much as I can, while they, of course, expose themselves through their own music. Just trying to get other names out there. A lot of local talent. Mostly just as a person, I'm trying to get together. First things first is good living off retirement, but niggas gotta get a job, gotta work, Let's see. Straightening out my mind, trying to get myself back on mental track, keeping focus. My main goal, trying to keep focus on whatever I got going on. Babysitting. I'm cool with it. I love the kids. Gotta get my mind back in that frame of being able to deal with kids, though. That's not really much going on that I can really share with y'all. Shit, it's just life, man. Every day is life, you know. There's always that, if I do make it big, what kind of deal am I gonna make? Am I gonna have to sell my soul to get what I want? Am I going, sell out? Am I gonna stay true to myself? What is this annoying light? I made sure before this video started that this was not gonna happen, and it just insists on happening. I don't even know what it is. Not the sun. The sun is blocked by tons of clouds right now. I don't know. Y'all just excuse my blemishes. Ain't no makeup team on this side for me. I guess I can tell you a little bit more as for me as a person speaking for justice. I really want to set a positive example for the younger listening group. It's cool that people our age, the younger crowd, the 20s and the 30s, want to go out and party and shit and have a good time. But we also got to know that times ain't getting no better. And it's good to have that distraction, to party and go out. And it's like the industry's role in this society is to keep our minds off of the problems. But I want to expose the problems so that we can know they exist. We can't just keep pretending they don't exist, Like I know the world's in a financial crisis and I should probably be preparing myself. But let me go out and party and spend what little money I got saved up so that my friends think I'm cool, or just so I could go out and get drunk and not even remember what happened. It seems less fun, the route I'm going, to expose the fact, yeah, there are problems. There are lots of problems out there, And if you got the money to spend, then spend it. And if you can spend it and ensure that you still taken care of, then by all means, carry on. But if you in that category with me and others, many, many others, you got to be preparing yourself. And having a good time is just yet another problem because you can't have a good time. You got to sit down and go over the finances and stick to the budget and, sacrifice some things that you really want. You know, um, for artists, even the industry ain't what it used to be. If you making millions, it's not just from music. You got to be doing something on the side, whether it's a clothing line or some illegal activity. Either way, normal people like us, we don't have those connections to where we can just pay off people and be able to boast about shit like that. You got to be making either deals with the devil or deals with the other side. Um, but my goal is to prevent to having to make those deals. I'm not financially sound the way I should be, and I want to make sure that I can promote good music and have a positive message and be able to help those younger generations, set themselves up and still have good music. No, I ain't gonna be rapping about how you should be, investing in an IRA and drinking at the same time. No, I'm not gonna put that out. I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your money. I'm not gonna tell you should be out in the club. I'm not gonna tell you to go out and shake your ass. I might make something that you can shake your ass to, but I'm not I'm not dictating what you should and shouldn't be doing. You know, I just tell it what it is. People out here bragging about how much they sell on the streets and how much dope they got, and how many stupid people they got dumb enough to buy their shit. Some people they just a customer. That's it. You think, oh, I got a good dealer. He cool. He cut me good deals. He work with me. Homie just want his money. He don't want to kick it. He just want his money. And most junkies, to them, they just want their drugs. They don't care. You just a customer. You ain't no different from the person that walks in the Zales. They might smile and they might even remember your name, but you still just a customer. And the only reason they fight over you is because they want that commission. They want that sale. But we not special to these stores. We not special to these sellers. We not special to these retail people. We just people with pockets that got money in them. You know, and I used to have that same problem. I used to feel special because my insurance company made a deal with me like, oh well, you don't have to pay it all right now, just pay what you can, and then you can pay the rest when you got it. The point of the matter is I'm still going to end up paying, and most of the times they do that, you end up paying more than what it was in the first place. So it's nothing to feel special about. It's just business. Sometimes you gotta do business with a smile. Some people they just do cold hard business. But I want to set up a couple of organizations. I'm working on the idea of what kind of organization. Organization one for troubled kids, uh, that's designed to get them where they need to be with tough love. You got the kids that work with positive incentives. You got the kids that work with tough love. You know, um, Especially these troubled ones that hang around what some would consider the wrong crowd. Ain't no right or wrong crowds. People just hang out with people. Um, we use the words wrong crowds to define the crowd that we wouldn't hang out with, because there's no such thing as good and bad. There's no such thing as right and wrong. There's just this and that. That's all it is. Um, I want to start up an organization for veterans, uh, not well off veterans. If you're already a well off veteran, you don't qualify for this program. I'm looking for veterans that can't get a job, veterans with skills that are overqualified for any position they applied for, um, veterans with dishonorable discharges, veterans with honorable discharges, other than general, you know, uh, ones that are looking to rehabilitate their life, find a new skill, um, find a new job, and find new interests, and be able to be trustworthy and, honest. Kind of like how old girl did with the pit bulls and the ex inmates and shit, you know. And I want to also start up a rehabilitation for, you know, street niggas. Uh, getting them out that drug mentality, that street mentality. I'm a killer. I'm a this. I'm a that. I don't care what the kids hear. I gotta spit it to them how it is. That is how it is on the streets. You can't ignore the streets, but it don't have to be that way. No, I ain't gonna unite all the gangs. I ain't gonna make peace between the Bloods and the Crips. You can't. It can be done, but it ain't gonna be done by me, because who am I? I'm one person. It take a whole community and then some to unite something like that. To get these guys to put down their guns and find other means to discuss their disagreements. Uh, but I'm just the face right now. I'm just one of many voices in the world, and I kind of want to expand that to being somebody more, uh, somebody bigger than just the face. And even then, I'll still just consider myself just the face. Those accomplishments, they mean a lot to me, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm still just the face, just the voice in the crowd. The only difference is by then, if it happens, then I was one of those faces and voices that actually made it happen. But them other faces and voices, they don't go unnoticed. They don't go unheard. Uh, I'm one person, and one person can't change it all without, the help of many others. And, I don't want that to be forgotten. I don't want that to slide under the rug. And so when it happens, I can just, forget where I came from, forget who I was and what I was, and think that I'm something bigger. Like, oh, well, I united the gangs. I caused peace between, the rivalries of the street. No, we did that. We, us, all of us. And, excuse me. Those are just a few of my goals. I don't really have goals for myself. I don't want to go off to law school and become the greatest lawyer or even a lawyer. Because my heart goes out to those peoples that, end up in jail or feel the need to kill their kids or family members or loved ones or just some random stranger. I have those thoughts too. I mean, who hasn't had that thought? I'm at my point where I'm not a person no more. I need to go off and kill somebody so I can feel something. Whether it's fear or excitement, just to feel something. We've all had that thought, that urge. We've all been there, and if you haven't, you will. Um, but I want the world I want the world to be a better place. Only Miss America says it, or the woman competing for Miss America. But world peace, it doesn't seem so far fetched to me that if somehow we could all unite. They call us the United States, but we ain't nowhere near united. It'd take a tragedy for people to start flying the American flag again. It take a government to start taking away our rights for people to start doing something. What else is it going to take for us to really unite? What is it? It's not going to be a war, because people always going to have agreements and disagreements on why we should be in war, why we shouldn't be in war. And then, of course, when the people do that, it's just going to be, us versus the government. Well, the government shouldn't be at war, so let's yell at the soldiers. Soldiers is following orders. It's just like when you was a kid, you had to clean your room. You didn't want to clean your room. You thought your room was clean enough. But your mama told you to clean your room, or you're going to get that ass whooped. So it's the same thing, just a bigger table. But, you know, as far as myself, I really feel like my only goal is just to live a life that I can be proud of. Whether I accomplish those big goals or those dreams or not, to know that I really did my best and that I'm okay with that. You know, Forgiving myself in the end if I didn't, or if I did, or whatever. And I thought about it, but I'm gonna just have to make that choice when it comes to it. But right now, the only goal I have for myself is just living a life that would make my parents proud, make me proud, my kids proud, my whatever partner I'm with at the end of it all proud, to just know this is who I am. That's who I was. That's who I wanted to be. Whether I was told to be it or told not to be it, don't matter. It's who God made me, and you can't go against that. But that's enough rambling for today. I'm holla at y'all another time. It ain't gonna be a daily thing. Might be every other day, weekly type thing. I don't know. But feel free to check out the music. Website www.reverbnation.com. That's REV as in Victor, ERB as in boy, nation.com. / Justice Cleva, Cleva spelled KLEVA. Got some wonderful things out there for you. Some just personal experience, some real stuff that a lot of people go through. Some people choose not to speak up, some do. We all got a role, whether it's motivational speaker, the jailhouse preacher, or whatever. But we all walk many walks in life, and these are mines, or it's this vessel's journey. I won't say my journey; it's this vessel's journey. We don't know who we are in this world. We don't know who lives we live in. We just know we experience them in this vessel that we call our own. So there'll be links in the description box, or on the page, depending on where you're watching this video from. Working on some music videos coming up soon. Gotta get the right stuff. Start on the planning, casting. So that if you're in the local area, be looking out for that. What else we got? There ain't really much else going on, but if there is, I'll keep it posted. Well, I'm come up with a catchy catchphrase, something to keep y'all interested. I ain't really got nothing. This is just sort of on the spot. But y'all take care. God bless you. God loves you. Jesus too. And my heart is with y'all, because we as a people, we got to stick together. We all family. We may not all look alike, may not all share the same blood, DNA and shit, but hey, we all bleed red. So y'all take care. Stay posted. Keep your heads up. I'm out.